Hello everyone, MTast here. I just got back from the Red Bull event, and we have a couple of highlights from the whole thing in a little bit of a vlog format. So we're going to show you a little montage of some of the stuff that happened. It was an absolutely amazing experience. It was really cool to meet Patrick, and hopefully you guys enjoy. If you want to see the full version, it's actually up on my channel as well. We're just going to show you a little portion of it so we don't take up a whole bunch of your time. Have a good one, and I will see you later, my friends. Bye-bye.
It's so beautiful!
So, I am currently about a minute and a half away from the airport, so I'm gonna check my bags and all that. Shut up, clicker! Sorry.
Keep right at the fork, follow
Pearl! That's my GPS. Oh yeah, look at that back spread. Oh yeah, I can get fucking wild on this. And essentially right now I'm just waiting for the other YouTubers to show up. So, can't wait to smooch Hovey, see Hovey, meet Hovey. Triple Rex coming down to all those fucking guys. I am super pumped. I'm like fangirling here. I'm just, oh my god. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I can't wait to meet them. Oh, great. Look at that. There's a beautiful bar, you know, I'll be sitting there later tonight. Hello everyone. We're in a cab now, going to the Red Bull headquarters. We got Patrick, we got Huntsman, we got Cooch, we got Hovey back here. We got all the crew. We're going to Red Bull and it's gonna be great. Oh great golly, I'm getting excited. Oh my fucking god, to see that Red Bull building right in the distance. Oh, we're gonna go in there, play some PvP. Dado! It's Dado! Hey!
Dude, there's some super funny stuff in there. We wanted to get a...
I'm on a bus right now and it's got a double decker. Hey! There's Triple's here. Hey! So this is a Red Bull bus apparently, and it's pretty damn cool. It's got TVs in here, couches and music, and it's pretty wicked. So there's a ton of people here. We've got Flame Sword over here. What's up, friends? He played Filthy, he's pumping. And there's the good old handsome Lars, PvP lead. It was oh, there's Coochie Boy. She's just so nice. Hi. Yeah. So oh, and there's Clout. There's Clout. Hey, Clout. Awesome event. It was so much fun, and I will see you later.
I think I'm still recording. I don't know.
I could have got some good footage there. You never know.
I don't think so. Man, just follow me. They got AstroTurf, guys. They got AstroTurf. Red Bull Esports headquarters. Wait, is that like a skateboard ramp? Dude, that's totally a skateboard ramp. That they can like, the people have totally skated on it. There's tire marks on it. This is pretty cool. We just got done here in Cooch's, back behind me over there. There's a Dado.
Everyone's just gonna do one of these.
There's a Dado, yeah. We're doing some quick tour of the Red Bull place. The studio is right in there. That was an awesome place to just social media-ing over there. Red Bull office, awesome place. Had a lot of fun in here, guys. Tournament was sick. Hopefully we can come here and do it again. Hey guys, it's Cloud over there. Foodstuffs, they had killer burritos. Getting my makeup taken off. Hey. Hello and welcome to a special edition of the PlanetDestiny podcast. We're not really doing much of a... I don't think we're going to number this one, but I happen to be sitting here after the Red Bull event with none other than Hovey. Hello.
Hi. How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, how are you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
We just ate some really good hamburgers at a place not far from yours, not far from the hotel, and it hit the spot. We've been doing video games all day, so feel good. So yeah, we just got done with this Red Bull event here. I figured we'd just talk about it for an amount of time.
Yeah, you just want to start from the beginning, like yesterday?
I mean, yeah, like okay, so. Like we went over there at the same time in the same car.
Right.
We got there, Red Bull Studios. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's much bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I thought we'd like be going to like a little studio or something, but no, we go to the headquarters. There's this giant, basically it feels like an indoor football stadium almost. That's how big it is. But then they have like this giant sculpture that goes the entire length of their. I guess it's just the architecture. Never mind, it's not a sculpture, but it's like this giant wavy thing that they kind of turned into some skate ramp type thing. But they're like, yeah, we put holes in it so then we could say that it deters people from doing it, but people still there were tire marks all over from where people totally ride over this thing.
Regardless, it looked amazing.
Yeah, really cool. And we take a little tour of it. We go back in there and we get in the studio and we're just start playing the Rift game mode for about 4 or 5 hours,
something like that. Well, like in between, we were doing a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, I doing audio, figuring out how they're going to do transitions, but that was mostly like Triple Rec and Flame Sword, right. And we were also doing team balance. I should say that the teams that you saw in the final thing were not what we were practicing with for about 90% of the time.
Yeah, which kind of screwed over any chemistry.
Yeah, we screwed over any chemistry. Basically, I want to say it was like 15 minutes before we went live, or about 30 minutes before. We had enough time to do one small tweak to the teams, because originally it was, I can't remember her name, but she was
Sydney.
Okay, yeah, Sydney. She was on our team, and then it was Dado, Triple Rec, me, and Imtashed. And like we just lost every single game, and that wasn't to say that like she was the weak link or one of us was the weak link. Like we just didn't have any chemistry together either. We weren't communicating properly. So they ended up swapping Inkuch for her on the other team, and we still didn't have any chemistry. Like during the day of practice, we actually only won 1 game, and that was because I think Flamesword was gone for like half the time on the other game too. But yeah, eventually. Like when we finally went live, like our team ended up not really. It wasn't dominating. We had some really solid games.
You made the big plays.
Our team made the slightly bigger plays than your team.
Yeah. As far as slaying went, it was pretty even.
Yeah, it was pretty even for the most part. I mean, yeah, the KDs at the end of the matches were a lot different on the winning side, but I think I only went positive like 2 out of 2 matches on that one.
I think I went negative once, like 0.86. I don't remember.
No, one of them was brutal for me. I think I went like a 0.4.
Tash had a pretty bad one too.
Yeah,
stared him down, but he didn't look back.
But yeah, I think the response to it overall was really good. I've been reading a lot of stuff on Reddit. There's some fairly high salt content on like the main subreddit, but on Crucible Playbook, where it's mainly PvP focused, there it was generally well received.
Yeah, a lot of awesome people over there, by the way.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Crucible Playbook subreddit. Great group of guys over there. Just figure we should also answer some like frequently asked questions and comments that we've seen. So what did you think about those sniper rifles, huh?
Okay, so yeah, this was asked a lot. Why weren't we sniping that much?
Because like you, me, Imtashed, Inkuch, Fizzor, all of us are known as really, really solid snipers.
Yeah, and the thing was we're so used to snipers having short scopes, short gazer ambush, snapshot. I'm really used to snapshot.
Yeah, quick aimed on sights.
Yeah, and those snipers just didn't have it.
No, the snipers were. I think they were like Effortite style. I think basically, if we wanted to get we could quote unquote re-roll our weapons if we really wanted to try to, and that process was we had to delete the character and then remake it because it was a dev build where whenever you made a character, everything would already be leveled up for the most part, and then it would just give you a random set of perks on the weapons. But our team, if you're wondering like why we weren't sniping that much. We couldn't get any decent scopes. That's just all we were going for.
I got a really cool scope that was labeled snappy and very low zoom, but it was below the one you get. So everyone got level it up. You couldn't level it up.
Yeah, the sniper rifles had all the perks unlocked except for that low zoom scope. And we kept getting like just the long range ones on our end, like the 7x scopes, where
the very long,
the longest range, like total longest range ever scope. And it, when you're learning how to play a new map on a new game mode, you want a low zoom scope so you can maybe see what's to your left and right just a little bit. But
yeah, you lose awareness when you're scoping that far,
especially just on unknown territory.
Yeah. If we had spent like a month with it, I'm sure we would have adapted very easily. But a couple hours, it's not going to happen.
No, we had about 3 hours of practice. Triple Wreck actually missed his flight, so we were practicing most of the day on, what was it, Friday? Yeah, we were practicing most of Friday without our full team.
Yeah.
Even. Like, we had just one of the guys from Red Bull kind of was a stand-in, and he wasn't doing amazing for the most part, but he was giving it his all. He had some really good plays, but just overall, like, our team, which, like, every single game was, like, 15,000 to 4,000. We were lucky to even grab the Spark. We were getting spawn camped a lot during the practice.
It's funny, I still haven't used the Spark.
You still haven't used the Spark?
No, I didn't get to use the Titan, and I didn't really get to pick up the Spark because...
no.
Yeah, my team was pretty... Flamesword was really avid
Flame Sword was like, I'm getting the Spark every time.
And I was like, you're Flamesword, so I'm going to listen to you.
Yeah, we'll let you do you, man. A lot of people are also just asking about the weapon loadouts, too, that we had.
Oh, yeah, they were asking, like, why are you only using the pulse rifle?
Yeah, everyone was only using the Suros, and then, or the pulse rifle, and then the, either the sidearm. Some people got good rolls on their snipers with decently low-range zoom scopes, so they were able to kind of use those to success.
Yeah, I think Fizzer ended up getting one.
Fizzer got a really good one.
That's another thing. Two of my teammates were sniping, and I didn't want to have 3 snipers in 5-on-5, because... Yeah, you need to have people kind of roaming around.
Yeah, so that's why you saw a lot of people using that sidearm.
And it's kind of ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure that's going to get rebalanced. Like if they've gone through E3 and Gamescom, knowing that that sidearm's really good, like outperforming hand cannons good, we should probably change that.
Yeah, it's kind of like they went from the Vestine Dynasty being like too bad to this one being too good.
This one is essentially a secondary last word.
Pretty much.
It was really, really strong, and you always had ammo for it.
Really fun to use, but...
Oh, yeah. I hope that doesn't make it to the actual game.
It's kind of like last word. It's really fun to use. It's just broken.
Yeah. And so a lot of people were asking, hey, how come you weren't using the auto rifle? Or how come you weren't using the scout? Or the hand cannon? The hand cannon that we had only had 6 shots in it. And it was one of the higher rate of fire, lower impact ones, too. So it was doing 77 headshot damage. It would take usually 4 shots to kill someone, so you only had 2 left in the chamber. The rolls on it were... You could only access the first tier upgrade perk on it for some reason, but on every other weapon that we could get, you could fully upgrade it. Yeah. I don't get that one there.
Yeah, basically the hand cannon had very low room for error.
Yeah, and I used it during one game during our practice session. I think I got 2 kills with it, and they just felt like they were lucky kills too.
Right place, right time.
Right place, right time. Guy wasn't paying attention. I was able to ping him 3 times before he could turn around and nab me with a sidearm.
Right.
But that's why the loadouts the way they were. The auto rifle actually felt really solid.
Yeah, I think what it came down to was the pulse was just a better pulse than the AR was a better AR.
Yeah, the pulse rifle was it had really good stats on it. The scout rifle was actually really good too. Yeah. I liked it, but the pulse rifle performed a little bit better in that vacuum. So that's why you saw everyone using those weapons. Is we're all competitive players, so we're going to try to get the best loadout for what we're doing.
Right, and it felt good for those maps too.
Yeah, the pulse rifle, like, it was good in pretty much all the engagements on those maps. So I don't think that's indicative of pulse rifle is going to be the new dominant thing by any means. But in that build, that particular pulse rifle was like the best thing that we could see.
Yeah, I think certain ARs, like a good one, could be pretty good, especially on that banner or the
Bannerfall.
Bannerfall. Yeah, I think a good AR would be really good for that one.
The auto rifle that we had, the Hake one, it was a little bit higher rate of fire one, so you had to really get on someone and land your shots. Right. And
it kicked a little bit too much for me.
Yeah, that was my thing. Is the recoil? I'm generally always on someone's head. Like, I can get on there quick. So that's why hand cannons and scouts are always good for me. But that auto rifle, like, just trying to hold it onto their chest, the recoil was a little bit unwieldy. Yeah. So trying to use it at the optimal ranges on those maps, it just wasn't doing it for us. Right.
And then you get frustrated because everyone's calling you with sidearms when you're in that range. So.
During the practice sessions, like, there were times where, like, Dado and I were like, hey, can we please just, for the next 2 games, not use the sidearm? Just gentleman's agreement. Not use the sidearm, so then everyone just used the pulse rifle and never switched to sidearm.
Then the next game,
everyone switched back to sidearm. Yeah, and it's not saying like the PvP was stale or anything. I think it was actually a very fun.
Oh, well, for sure. I thought it was a lot more competitive.
Oh yeah,
the fact that you couldn't blink away from a dangerous situation, you had to You had to play smart.
Yeah, you had to play smart. You had to, if you watch the footage of the game, like you see people die in like just really bad areas. It's because we've only played the maps for so long, so you don't really know the evading routes.
On Bannerfall, I would drop down below the bridge, and I would turn to run. I assumed the rock was a fairly small rock. That thing went on for like a mile.
Oh, yeah.
I kept running into it, and I have 3 sensitivity, so it's like really awkward.
Yeah. Oh, God, that obelisk thing on Bannerfall by the Spark is just, that is a complete trap.
Oh, my God, Dado was down there just destroying me, because he would hide behind that, and I would try to poke out, and if you poke out, you're going to get lit up, because you're on their side of it.
Yeah, like that obelisk, it's a complete trap. Just don't go anywhere near it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just stay away from it. Stay up on the awning above. There's some good sight lines that you can get by the tree. Just don't go by that center flower bed thing.
Dado was destroying our whole team with that, because he was just playing smart.
Yeah, a lot of people are also asking, like, what are the caliber of players that were there? And I think we're all pretty much on the same play level, truthfully.
Everyone was great there. Yeah. A lot of people give shit to, like, for example, people are like, why is Dado there? He's a PvE guy. He's a really smart guy. He's a really smart guy, and more importantly, a really good team player. Yeah, and it was a new meta. It wasn't like the old... Yeah. Like, it's not like we're quick-scoping with snapshots. We're not using Thorn and Last Word, and, like, I think the only time we used the old subclasses, I think Imtash, every time he died... Old troll. Yeah, every time he died on Mayhem mode, or Mayhem, I'm sorry for mispronouncing that, on Mayhem mode, we would switch subclasses, just have some fun. I heard a golden gun go off, I saw a blade dancer go, because, I mean, the supers recharge so quick, the grenades recharge so quick, you might as well have some fun in there. It's kind of like the challenge when you have to switch your weapons every time you die. Yeah, switch weapons every time you die, switch weapons after every kill. Yeah, it was really fun. I definitely like how at the end, the Deej and Lars, they just stopped commentating on the... Chaotic. Yeah, on the Mayhem mode. Just, okay, he's going up, and switch to next few, up, and he's up. It was... Everyone would die so quick on that map. When you have players of the caliber that we were in there on that particular mode, it was just chaos. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Oh, a lot of fun. I was kind of worried because I do get frustrated when they can't. I don't know. I've always been a competitive guy, so I like competitive playlists. But that was genuinely just fun. Yeah, it was nice to be able to blow off steam in there too after because. Because I'm sure all of us in our heads were like, I just got killed by another sidearm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Surprise, surprise. And, everybody was using it, so you're kind of being hypocritical. We even tried to do something like, could we make a gentleman's agreement to, like, not use the same weapon in a row for games? And no one did it. Dado tried to use an infusion rifle near the end. I saw him doing that on the Mayhem, and it was actually, he was getting some pretty good kills with it. I think I just stuck with the Suros and then sidearm the entire time. Used to it, and you're just like, only one more game left. Might as well do it. I was genuinely surprised at that tournament. Like once here it is from our side. Like after the first game, we were like, wait, we didn't do as bad as we thought we were going to do. I think we might be able to get this. And on Bannerfall, we had noticed that we just sucked on that one. It was funny because Bannerfall was our map like the whole time before that. But we kind of sucked at the Frontier. Yeah, I guess because a lot of us were trying to snipe on it, and we just couldn't find the lanes. No, we get pushed on. I noticed that like during the practice sessions. I'm like, okay, guys, they like to snipe right at the start, and they'll usually switch to sidearms or something after that. So I was like, okay, just they're going to be by boxes. Do this movement strategy. Don't even give them the time of day. Toss nades by the popular sniping areas that we've seen. And it seemed to work for the most part. You get like maybe one kill, and then just push you guys out. And like I was saying, that was frustrating for me is I just couldn't snipe because I'm not used to those maps, so I couldn't quickly maneuver around like I could. You don't know the movement paths on there either. You don't know when someone's gonna. This is a great area that someone will probably come around the corner on. It's a really awkward map too because it's really bumpy. Yeah, rocks. There's a lot of verticality. I didn't expect that map would have it, but there's a really good amount there. And like every time I played it, I found a new spot, and I was like, "That would have been nice to know." Last game. Then when we were watching the highlights, we saw Flamesword jump up on top of the bridge with the super, and we were all like, "You can do that? What?" I knew about that, but I didn't think to use it the way he did. I tried going a long ways, and if you try to go long ways, you die. Yep. And I was like, "Wow, that was smart." I couldn't get up there. Like another thing is the movement option. The subclasses that we were playing. This was the E3 build. So the subclasses that we were playing were not fully upgraded. Yeah, me and you both played Warlock. And the jump...
It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, you feel like you're dead when you do a double jump.
Yeah, I'm so used to increased control movement on both my Titan and my Hunter, so I'm used to speedy. Mm-hmm. And then, I go for my jump, and I'm expecting to kind of rocket forward, and I just slow down.
Even with Sunsinger, like the focus, or the extra burst, whatever it's called,
yeah,
you go way faster.
Yeah.
And, man...
That jump was... brutal. It was brutal, to say the least. And I think the Stormcaller subclass people were they were saying it was really underperforming, or that we were also using it wrong.
Part of it was I was using it wrong.
I was using it wrong too.
I didn't know the range of it very well. So I would just sit there like... First off, I started tapping R2. The first time I tried it, I was like, this isn't doing anything.
Most of the other people on the... I was originally on Flamesword's team, and then they rebalanced, but I was like, oh yeah, man, you just gotta hold it down. And then they're like, oh!
Yeah, and that probably sounds silly. Like, I'm sure a lot of people knew that, but I don't watch videos for new stuff. I like to experience it firsthand.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, so like...
Or at least maybe just get to... And you would think that when you're watching the preview of the subclass or something, and you see him do like a quick zap, I'm just holding it down real quick. Yeah. Or I'm not holding it down, I'm just pressing it real quick. And the Stormcaller subclass, it takes a long time to get used to. For me... I was during the practice sessions, I was playing Hunter because I thought that's what I was going to play. But then when Triple Rec came in, he was like, I think I want to use Titan. And I'm like, okay, I'll let him use that. And then Dado was like, then I'll use Hunter because it's more similar to Titan Smash that I'm using because it's like a one-up thing. And I was like, well, shit. There goes the two classes that I actually wanted to play.
Thing. Flamesword was like, I'll be Titan. I was like, oh, okay, I'll be. And then Fish was like, I'm Hunter. It's like, shit.
Yeah. So I'm still fine with playing the subclass. It wasn't
It was
bad.
Awesome playing, period. I wasn't going to complain.
I'm not going to complain.
I'm not going to be like, Flamesword.
Like, literally the matches that you saw, aside from the two previous ones that we played, that was the first time I had actually played Stormcaller, really. I played one match of it at 83, and I never got to use my super in that mode, so I had no idea about the range of it. It felt really weird.
I guess I would say that Hunters and Titans supers are easy to understand, but there's timing in it.
Yeah, whereas they're right out of the box too. Like they're good.
Yeah, and if you're used to Nova Bomb, the arrow has a similar feel to it.
Yeah, it's more pinpoint. Like it's like using Lance for the most part.
Whereas I think Warlocks, you need to know the positions to be in to really use it effectively.
Yeah, definitely. I'll come out and say it. I am horrible at positioning. So that Warlock's subclass super feels like you really have to position yourself properly before you use it.
See, I think I'm good at positioning, but I have to spend like a month with the map.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
can't just jump into it like we were.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you'd see me playing, I'd be like running in a little circle because I wasn't sure what to do.
Yeah, definitely. I was like, oh god, I hope they're not on me right now because I forgot which side of the map I was on. And I just ran into a wall for 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's especially intimidating when you have Flamesword, a Halo pro for like 7 years to the left of you, just calling out, and I'm just like,
okay, senpai.
Yeah,
okay,
please don't kill me.
Oh, man. But yeah, I think overall everyone had fun too. I mean, I say that because I'm on the winning team, of course.
No,
I think everyone had fun.
Everyone had fun.
Yeah,
it wasn't super serious by any means. It wasn't like there was a prize or anything.
No, we were just doing it. We got an invite saying, "Hey, would you be interested in coming to play, Rift game mode on a live stream?" And Red Bull will be doing it. It's like, I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, what's the teams? I'm like, we don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know anything.
We don't know anything. And they're like, oh, so you're under an NDA. No, like, we just don't know anything.
Yeah, straight up. People are like, I hope you and MTash win. I was like, I hope one of us wins.
Yeah, like a lot of people thought we were going to be versing Bungie at it or something. And I was like, nah, I know that much. I know we're not going to be doing that.
Right.
Yeah, and then when I saw like the amount of people that were there, I was like, oh, maybe they're going to bring in other people, and then like they'll get some of us to commentate or something. Because originally the call sheet only had 8 people on it. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make that's too many for a fire team.
And then they added, I guess Flamesword had Clout and Sid.
Clout and Sid, that was friends that he added them to it so they could get in there.
Great guys, they're really cool,
solid players. Mm-hmm. And in that particular environment, everyone's brought down to the same level too. Like
it's kind of like a new game.
Yeah, it's just a new game. It's playing the beta for the first time all over again.
Yeah, you're not used to the jumps, you're not used to the supers, you're not used to the maps.
I think the number one complaint in there, aside from that sidearm bullshit, was, oh god, I hate my jumps so much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'd love to do this again where we actually have the fully upgraded subclasses and we know the maps and we can actually play them properly.
And the nades also felt way more balanced. Like, you don't have a firebolt that's going to burn you to death.
Oh yeah, you're not going to have a random firebolt
or a thorn arc bolt.
A thorn arc bolt combo. No, apparently your team thought I was using a striker titan the entire time.
Yeah, because I didn't know that was on. When I equipped my Stormcaller, he had that.
He had the deluge grenade,
which is like it's like RNG based almost.
Yeah,
it's a really dumb name.
I got hit by it once, and I was like, oh, that was easy to avoid.
Every time I threw it, I was like, okay, those lightning bolts hit everywhere but him.
Yeah, everywhere but him. Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So the Stormcaller subclass had the Striker Titan lightning grenade as the first grenade, and I was like, okay, screw it. I don't care about the new grenade. I'm just going to use that. I know I can at least get kills with it.
I realized that on the fourth game of the tournament. And I was like, shit.
Yeah.
And then I got 2 kills, and that was more than I had gotten.
Yeah, with the deluge grenade. I used it at E3, and I was like, wait, how the hell did that work? I swear I hit him with that grenade, and it didn't even... okay, fuck it, I'm just using lightning grenade because it's better.
Do you know what the other nades are for Stormcaller?
Is it Pulse Grenade?
It's a Pulse.
It might... I think it's either Pulse Grenade or like the Skip Grenade from Blade Dancer.
I feel like Arc Bolt fits that so much better than it does the Hunter.
I really don't want them to introduce the Bolt Grenades again because they're just broken in the current meta.
Yeah,
or meta. I'm sorry. Meta.
One of the cool things with the Stormcaller was when you could get Chain Lightnings. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was cool looking.
I felt great to finally get like the
bridge.
I was on the highlight reel and like they saw me pop the super. I think I wiped someone out with the AoE explosion from it, and then I chain double killed someone, and they see me and he's going up on Fizzer. You can see him right here, and then Fizzer just headshots me, and I was like, oh, and then you hear Deej go and unceremoniously wiped out. Thanks, Deej.
Thanks. Yeah, the funny thing about the Warlock, or the Stormcaller, like, I felt like I was playing so bad with it. But I was on a highlight reel. You still look so badass.
Yeah, you still, like, even though I'm just, like, floating towards someone taking all the damage.
I'm dying.
I was like, I'm dying. I killed one person with it. You still look great.
You look cool doing it.
Yeah, I think at one point, we were on Bannerfall, and I popped my super, and then you got me down to, like, 10% health, but then I was still able to kill you, and then Deep's like, and that's the Stormcaller subclass doing great again, and I was like, no, that was horrible.
I'm lucky if I can get a kill with it.
Yeah, I was completely lucky if I could get a kill with it. The range is very hard to judge.
Half the time I'd pop it, and I'd start going towards the guy, and he'd be backing up, and I'd be like,
yeah, he'd be backing up, firing a sidearm into you, taking you out. Like, you are very squishy.
Yeah, I think if the sidearm wasn't there, it might have been a lot better.
Yeah, I think so, too. I think they probably should have left that one out. But, whatever, what's done's done.
Yeah. You'll find, you'll keep finding stuff like that and what-if type scenarios.
A lot of people were talking about the Stormcaller subclass on the Crucible subreddit, and they're like, it doesn't look that powerful. The subclass itself is very strong once you fully upgrade it. Like, you get a lot better movement options. There's a dash forward while you're in the super, so that will immensely help with the very poor movement of that super.
From sources I can't say for reasons I've heard, that it's kind of like the Titan starts off strongest, and then as you level them up, the other two catch up.
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well.
Especially the Hunter. The Hunters looks really
cool. Just from the footage that we saw from the Game Informer articles, I don't know if you've seen any of them, but like, oh god, the triple shooting, like with that looks like so much fun. It's like basically being able to cast the Hunter Super plus 2 miniature Nova bombs with the arrows. That sounds awesome.
That looks amazing.
And then Shade Step looks like it'll be really fun.
Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't become the new Blink, though.
I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. It's a lateral movement. I imagine, like, if there's kind of like a medium tier player using it, they won't get carried as hard as they would by using Blink.
It looked like you didn't go as far. Is that true?
No, it looks like it's a little bit further than the slide distance. Like, it might be knee pad slide distance. Right.
So it's a lot more situational than Blink.
Yeah. Blink was just like it's your defensive, offensive suite for movement.
The best offensive defensive move.
It's fantastic.
Which is stupid.
Yeah. You should know. I can negate damage and get closer to my enemy at the same time.
Oh, your rocket went off on me? Too bad, I blinked.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see the new subclasses once once they actually come out and Taken King. They just look so damn fun.
I'm ready for something new too. Subclasses.
What I'm most interested in is like the 2 weeks of PvP of everyone using the new subclasses, where we're not going to get those, just Sun Singer and then Blade Dancer, just dominating.
Trials will be interesting.
Trials that first week is going to be really cool because
shut down the Sun Singer with the arrow.
Oh my god, that Night Stalk! Like you just save that super for when they have the super up.
It's great.
Unfortunately, I mean, if you're dominating someone that hard,
that reminds me of a play on Bannerfall. Flamesword was at like the spark, and Dado jumped up and shot an arrow, and right when he shot it, I popped my super, not even knowing he did that, and it linked over to me, and I would have got at least
you would have wiped our team out. I remember seeing you just kind of jumping up, you started to activate, and then nope, denied.
I was like, what was that? Because I still wasn't aware. I think that was that during the tournament?
That was during the tournament. I saw it on the highlight reel.
Yeah, I was like, shit. Like,
well, I got apparently. It's not like Voidwalker and Striker Titan, like where you use your super and then it's gone. It was more like the Hunter supers too, where if I died during the casting animation, I didn't have it anymore.
Right.
I died during the practice round. Like I jumped up on top of their spark to try to use the AoE damage, but I died mid cast and then I didn't have it anymore. And with I should say the rounds that we were playing were 7 minutes, and I'm pretty sure the actual rounds are going to be 10 minutes in the game because this was E3.
Yeah, it
was E3 build.
We couldn't really get a flow going very easily.
That was one of the other regrettable things. Is by the time we really felt like the match was underway, we could really start working off the other team, working with our team too. We'd be like, all right, let's get another push here. 1 minute left, Guardians. Okay, well, let's just D up because we have a 3,000 point lead. Let's just not do anything stupid.
And then meanwhile, Flamesword's like, we can come back. Like, there's 20 seconds left, man.
Yeah, I really would have liked to see like just a 10-minute game mode in there. That would have been good.
Yeah, for sure. I also would like to see it tested on smaller maps with 4v4.
Ooh, okay. Like doing like Cauldron or something with 4v4.
Yeah, I love 4 versus 4 in shooters. I wish something had that in Destiny.
I think actually 5v5 was a really good size for those maps.
For those maps, yeah.
I feel like 6 might be a little bit too chaotic, but
I think 6 is always chaotic.
it's always going to be chaotic, but man, I don't know, something about the 5v5. Oh, and a lot of people are probably also wondering why it was 5v5 instead of 6v6. It's nothing like, people couldn't get there. It's literally because the Red Bull station, they only had 10. They only had 10.
Which is more than most plays have 4 and 4.
So. Yeah, so, I mean, they literally only had 10 stations to play on, so that's how the teams were chosen. Mm-hmm. In League of Legends, also 5v5?
I think it might be. For shooters, though, usually it's 4
because
and 4.
that particular station, they do League of Legends streaming a lot as well.
Right.
And then Counter-Strike is also, I think, 5?
I don't play Counter-Strike.
I haven't played it in too long, and I think it was 5v5 for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. But yeah, like it was just the size of the studio. It wasn't anything like, they couldn't or polish it or something, cancel. No, nothing like that.
You want to tackle like a little bit more as to like why certain people weren't invited?
I really think I don't really know why they chose us in particular.
Yeah, and I'm not going to name anybody, but some people were like, why didn't you invite X and X?
Oh, yeah, that was... the Twitch comments were, like, really toxic.
And, like, there was a lot of people in the chat saying, like, so-and-so is better than so-and-so. This is dumb. Like, we were there to have a good time.
Yeah.
And we're pretty good at the game. And, like, it's not, like, super, like, serious.
Yeah, they probably could have invited, like, the top players on Destiny Tracker.
Yeah.
But...
They were also looking... And I'm not dissing anybody. There's a lot of people they could have chosen that would have been good choices, but they were looking for people with good personalities too. People that weren't going to start screaming,
start raging, or
like
something
F
like that.
you, and stuff like that.
I'm sure that would be good for viewership, but it also doesn't look good as like as an esport. And even though this wasn't really an esport, it was just more kind of like it was just kind of showcasing Rift mode in a more competitive environment.
And don't get me wrong, I'm all for a little shit talking.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. I think we had a little bit back and forth.
Yeah, and that's funny and it's fun. But when
I think it helps you like play better too sometimes, just to be able to do a little bit of
mind games. They're fun, but there are certain people that get salty to a level that's just like it's not fun.
Hi, Dado, how are you doing?
Yeah. People get really salty sometimes. It's not fun to watch when someone does that.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
Yeah, and the Dado salty comment was just because like he was pretty adamant about us like not using the sidearm yesterday. So we were like, yeah, we understand you, but I mean, we're all a little bit too competitive just to agree to
lay
that.
down,
lay down that.
Yeah, every time Dado says, I look over at him, coach, and he pulls back.
Yeah, I saw that. Like
he loved that thing.
Yeah, like he absolutely loved that gun. Because we had the agreement, and then like halfway through the agreed upon match, like I see Inku just wipe me out with a sidearm, and I'm like, hey, Dado, deals off. How was your team's communication overall during the match?
I felt like the sore loser sticking out because
really
they were all Halo players. They all knew each other, and so they were learning. Like they were making up callouts really quickly. And I used to be able to do that back when I played Halo, but I wasn't used to that because in Destiny the maps are so, I don't know how to say it. There's just objects everywhere, whereas Halo is really flat and it's very basic.
Yeah, definitely.
So you'd be like, hey, he's at tree, and you're like, hey, there's like multiple
Which
trees.
tree? There's 2 trees on this map.
The big rock. Well, there's a few big rocks.
There's quite a few big rocks on Frontier.
Yeah, it's like I got flustered too because like this sounds like an excuse, but Flamesword is like one of my gaming idols.
Okay.
So I was sitting right next to him playing, and I was just really nervous, man. Because I'm like, don't judge me if I miss.
Yeah.
I already said that earlier, but
like I think I played with everyone that was on my. I played with Imtash, Triple Reg, Dado. I hadn't played with Inkuch at all.
I hadn't either, but I had really good chemistry with them.
Yeah,
me and him were working well.
No, you guys during the practice sessions, you guys were just like a dynamic duo, wiping us out in our spawns for 5 out of the 7 minutes of a game.
And then he left my side, and I was like, shoot,
no,
teamwork,
my buddy.
Yeah,
and on our team It really wasn't until Inkuch pointed out, you guys need to be calling out stuff more. But I think our morale was so low after we just got beaten for 4 hours in a row the previous day, and then it seemed like it was going to be the exact same thing going into it today. So our morale was a little bit low, but then I guess we started doing better once we actually started talking.
Yeah,
and the real key difference between the teams, I think we were just getting a little bit more team shots off, and
in a new meta, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
We're just working as a team, just a slight bit better, maybe. I mean, I could hear you guys doing callouts too, but I think ours were just we were just counteracting it a little bit more.
Yeah, I just think we weren't reacting fast enough.
Yeah. You guys were also really defensive with the spark.
Yeah, I didn't really understand what we were doing with that too because I never got the
Flamesword
spark.
had this idea in his head where it's okay, we'll get the spark, we'll bring it back, and then we'll kind of take out the enemy team a little bit, feel out where they are, and then move from there.
Which, if that's executed really well, I can understand because there's checkpoints.
Yeah, there's checkpoints.
So that can work. I just don't think we were experienced enough with the maps to know
to know where and how to push. We honestly just had a fuck it and Zerg strategy.
He was thinking ahead of us.
We were just pretty much every single map. We're sparks up, fuck it, we're getting it. That is our goal. If they pick it up, then we have to kill them where they stand or push them back. And then there were times where we just picked it up just to deny you guys picking it up because we get 300 points for picking it up.
That's another thing. It's worth the play if it's a 3-on-5 just to try and pick it up so they can't get it.
Because they're going to advance if they're up 2 players on you.
I can see a lot of clutch plays happening with that.
Oh yeah. And another thing is, if anything, that first checkpoint that you reach when you pick it up is actually it isn't that far.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if you pick it up and you're a little fast, just getting it under the awning is 1 checkpoint on Bannerfall, and that is literally a short jump forward.
Right.
So I mean, that's kind of how we slowly.
So the checkpoints are based on the distance.
It's based on the distance from the rift.
I didn't even know that. I thought it was just time.
No.
See, I'm very newbie to the rift. I think everyone had more experience than me when it came to that.
Yeah,
I was
because I know
confused.
Dado, Triple Rec, me, Imtash, I think I said Inkuch twice. Inkuch, Flamesword. Yeah, I think you were one of the only people that just hadn't played the game mode.
Yeah, I didn't look like an idiot being like, how do you do this? Because it looks simple on paper, but it takes me a while to really adjust to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially new maps.
New map, new game mode.
Yeah.
And another thing is, this is the first real objective game mode that's come to Destiny.
Right, you can actually play sneaky.
Yeah, like can't do that in other... Yes, salvage is objective based, but not as much as this. This is really objective based. Yeah, you get so many more points.
Points are significant. Yeah,
many salvage matches just turn into skirmish matches because people are tired of trying to get a salvage point.
Salvage is really poorly set up because it takes a while to put it up, and then you have to defend it for like 40-something seconds. With pretty fast spawns, and it's so fast to disable.
Yeah, it disables in like 2 seconds, so
it's really dumb on doubles. Like, you take out 2 people, and you're done.
This actually makes me really happy to see zone control coming as well, because that is another objective-based game mode where you're only going to get points for doing the objective, not for slaying people.
Right. Do you think they didn't add like capture the flag because they just couldn't find a way for it to work well?
Maybe I don't know. I feel like they tried to build it into the lore a little bit more, and however cheesy of an excuse that is.
Right. I was kind of thinking maybe they didn't do it because some of the jumps, like blink and stuff, would make it really aggravating.
Definitely. Blinking with a flag would be a dick
and then maybe like they thought, hey, let's let them not use their jumps, but then that might make it too hard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can still jump. You can still jump with the rift. Or, holding it. Oh god, I'm just imagining like a Titan right now with increased control. Seeing Gabriel grab that flag and he's got the flag. He's already captain. What the hell, guys?
Yeah, I cannot do that. I haven't tried it really, but whenever I try it, I'm just like, I can't get a timing down. Screw this.
What button layout do you use?
Bumper.
Okay, I use a scuff controller, so that's a little bit easier, like just to twitch your finger.
I guess
to jump.
The click probably a little easier at a time.
Yeah, I guess. It just takes a little bit to get used to. Really,
it still should be doable. I'm just lazy.
Yeah. What's your main class again?
Sunsinger.
Okay,
I'm that douchebag that throws out a firebolt.
Throws out a firebolt and coughs on you. Yeah, I hate you.
Yeah.
Because especially I run low arm. I run high agility, high recovery, no armor.
I run high agility too, and I one of my favorite things to do is snipe with Mida.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll run with Mida, and if they get close to me...
Just stay strafe. Can't touch me.
Yeah, and just throw out a fireball if they get too close and pop them once.
Yep.
Put the Mida in the dead. Because firebolts are OP.
And then if someone's still too close and alive, you can always melee them and get your stupid shield up.
Yeah.
Because that's balanced.
Yeah, really. There's a lot of stuff. It brings it back to the fact that this was more competitive without leveling stuff up. It's kind of ironic, I guess.
We are all essentially using the same thing. Yeah, we could re-roll the rolls to possibly get a good roll on it, but the Suros was always full auto. Like every single person had a full auto Suros.
Which I never used because I'm so used to tapping it.
Yeah, I'm so used to tapping it too. I didn't realize it. It wasn't until like the final game that I realized that, oh yeah, I can put this thing down. It's like bad juju.
That made me think of something kind of random. But another reason it was kind of hard for us to adjust is you're not used to that setup. You're used to your home setup.
Yeah, if you guys watch the footage again, you may notice that I played with my screen at an angle. Like I tilted it by about... I tilted it both horizontal and kind of the Y and Z. I don't know. I tilted it because at home I play at my main computer setup. I'm facing towards my computer, and then Destiny is on a screen to the side. So I turn in my chair, and so I play with a desk at a weird angle to me, and just being able to play that ever so slight angle like that made me so much more comfortable. Yeah,
my problem was that chair was at least 6 inches higher than mine.
Yeah,
and you might be thinking to yourself, that's a stupid excuse. But
no, it's true. Like it's taking you out of your normal comfort zone.
Yeah, and then you start second guessing yourself, like, am I just playing bad, or is this like
a setup thing? Yeah. Like I love the chairs; they were comfortable, but you had to sit correctly in them.
And I'm sure they'd be fine if I adjusted to them, but it's hard to adjust.
I didn't. The bucket seat was like leaning forward for me, so like it felt like I had to sit up straight, and I don't like that. I like leaning back really far, and
I like leaning back from my arm.
I'm sitting Indian style in the chair, horrible back posture. I don't care. Got my hands in my lap with my controller.
Yep.
But it's not like it was bad or difficult to play or anything like that.
It's just another factor that kind of makes you kind of
you're not at 100%, basically.
Yeah, basically.
They couldn't transport all of our desks in there and our setups. And okay, we got Patrick over here. I see you currently have 15 empty cups of coffee by your desk as well. Is that just kind of get the feng shui right? Yeah, I also have my keyboard is currently at a very odd angle. I don't actually use a keyboard to play, but I like having it there to look at.
Yeah, it's there, and I like it.
Yeah. I have my Magic the Gathering playmat that I use as a mouse pad that I get to set my controller down on, so there's not a hard clank.
We're okay with your setup. Just replace all the coffee with Red Bull.
Yeah. Okay. Just to be clear, they weren't like, hey, yeah, since you're here, you have to drink Red Bull on screen.
No, they were really cool about that.
Yeah, they were cool. Like, if you don't like it, don't drink it. It's fine.
I mean, we drank it because it was good. But
I mean, that was like the first time I've ever had Red Bull.
Same
here.
Yeah, I'm not a big energy drink guy. Just because I have enough, but
I prefer coffee and tea personally. If I need a little bit of pick me up,
for sure.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad though.
Wasn't bad. I'm still not gonna like go out and buy it a bunch.
I don't have that much money. It's expensive, man.
Yeah, it's expensive to fund an energy drink habit especially when I can pay like $5 for a tin of coffee and or tea.
Anyone listening to this that is a big Red Bull fan, you'd be very jealous because that place had like 20 fridges stocked everywhere.
I swear to God, every single cubicle had had like a little mini fridge that could keep like 5 or 6 in there. Every single office, like larger office space, had Red Bull. All the conference rooms, Red Bull fridges. I'm still very confused as to why there was a Red Bull vending machine that you actually had to pay money for. When
maybe for vintage feel.
Maybe for vintage feel, or like, hey, here's what our vending machine would look like if you were to put one in somewhere, but. Like, it was just anywhere that you wanted a Red Bull, like, there was one in line of sight somewhere.
Within 10 feet.
Yeah.
No matter where you were.
Yeah. You go there.
Even the desks had, like, random 6-packs. You're like, why do they have this?
Yeah. I liked some of them that, like, in case of midterm, break case, and there's, like, a glass case with a little cube of Red Bull in it.
There's some cubicles that had, like, the word fuck everywhere. I was like, what is this? Like, what is this? Like, a girl in the picture was, like, flicking them off. I was like, it's random.
No, it seemed like a really cool work environment.
It did, yeah.
We got a tour after it, and they showed us like the athletics center where they actually like have the little nano things to put on your head to measure your brain activity while you're working.
Anti-gravity treadmill.
Anti-gravity treadmill. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I was like, I want to do it.
It sounds fancy.
Yeah, they're talking about how they get to like take people like John Wall and Anthony Davis and like big athletes. That'd be so cool.
And have them work out there to do stuff. Like it's a really cool place.
Really cool place.
I suggested they like take the little brain measuring stuff and hook it up to some of us while we were doing it, so they could see our brain activity.
Or see Dados.
Yeah. Dados would be going crazy.
Yeah. They were really nice people.
Yeah,
I was impressed by that place.
Dude, that bus that we were on was...
Yes. There was a DJ at the top of it.
Yeah.
Flamestorm went up there and DJ'd.
Flamestorm was just like, I'm not digging this song. I'm going to put on some of my tunes. And started playing some stuff. So we were going to our dinner. We got to listen to some music in a double-decker bus with Red Bull logos all over it.
Some really strange music.
I
had no idea what it meant. I was like...
Yeah, we had a fun time, though.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Did you guys hear us, like, randomly yelling about Mad Max and just, like, random movie quotes?
Yeah, I started to. I didn't know what that was about.
Okay, so on the last map, like, we were like, okay, this might be our last game, so we should do Chinchilla. Like, Chinchilla was the code word for just talking about movies if they happened to be listening in on us. And we knew they'd listen in when, because they said, if your team picks up the orb, we're going to listen in on you.
I saw you post that on Reddit, and I thought you were talking about us listening to you. I was like, no, I can't hear you.
No, we can't hear you. No, like they would listen in on us.
That's
and
funny.
So all of a sudden, like, it's like let's listen in on what they're thinking while they're carrying orb. Man, I think Mad Max was a really good movie. Dude, did you see Mission Impossible 5? And then just at the very end, like, I just deadpan. I think Waterworld was severely underrated. And then it cuts off.
Yeah, I heard Deej make the comment.
Yeah, he's like, see, we got some Russell Crowe fans in there. And that wasn't done to, like, try to, I don't know, flaunt that we were winning or anything. It was just like, let's just do something that would be hilarious to hear on stream.
That's pretty awesome. That was another thing. I'm not going to complain with the team I was on because I was honored to play with some great Xbox guys.
Definitely.
But the thing is, I'm so used to Tash, and I've played with Triple, and I've played with a lot of those guys. And, we have chemistry and we know jokes that we can make. We know each other. So I wish I could have played with them some more on my team because I don't think me and Tash played once with each other. Maybe at the very beginning on Friday.
I really think they probably would have traded you out at the when they did the final the final rebalancing, but they had already like made the graphics for you, so it had like KJOV when they would switch to your perspective, so they couldn't make a new graphic.
Oh, right, because
in the 5 minutes before we could go live.
Right.
Yeah,
and like we were saying, the main thing is teamwork. Like,
yeah,
it's a new meta. You don't really know anything other than staying with each other in team shot. So
it was pretty cool to read some of the Reddit comments where like, dude, Triple Reg's team is stacked, and like, actually both the teams, like if you ran into either team in the Crucible, you'd be getting smashed.
Yeah, well, and I think people are more on PS4. Streamers, it's a big deal to be on PS4.
Yeah,
you wouldn't think it makes a big difference, but it does. So a lot of people don't realize how good Fizzer is.
Dude, like Fizzer's just general gameplay during that was like massive respect for not only was he sniping on that, but he was just getting off like he figured out the sidelines. He figured that out so quick.
Right, he's been
on those maps.
Well, Flamesword did too. They've both been in that environment where they have to quickly adapt. And you could tell the PS4 guys weren't.
No, we weren't. We weren't like. Oh God, we were not used to that at all. Just the competitive environment. This is my first time in any sort of event like this. I think it was for a lot of us too.
Yeah. Well, I used to play competitive Halo, but I was never in an environment where I was like top 8 teams or anything.
Yeah.
So I never had to think on the go.
Yeah, I mean, I did some Counter-Strike tournaments at some point during my life, but never like where I traveled. It was always like from home and like, yeah, we're competing in this tournament. Oh, we got wiped out first round. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, and I would memorize the callouts in Halo, but I could do it for like over a 3-month period. Like it didn't matter if I did it instantly.
Yeah, it was pretty funny where on Bannerfall, because there's 2 trees on there, and they would just be like, oh, he's by a tree, Triple Reg, he's by a tree, and then Triple Reg is like looking at the tree. But it means the tree on the other side of the map is where he's getting hit from, because you still have sight line from that other tree. Yeah, so
it's not a big deal when you get callouts like that when you know it, but when you get callouts like that and you don't know where it is, you start like panicking everywhere. Yeah, and you don't know what to do.
Like he's on Upper Bridge. There's like 3 bridges right here.
Yeah, one of our callouts was he's on the walkway, and I was like,
dude, the Bannerfall is like all walkways.
I was like, there's a lot of walkways.
The center, like the little inside spot is like surrounded by a walkway. There's a we called it, I think the walkway was awning for us, so awning meant outside. There's that overhang, and that was an easy.
That was a really awkward spot with the slow jumps.
Oh
man,
dude,
that was terrible.
The Warlock jumps were not fun moving.
If you committed to something, you were going to get a kill or you were going to be killed. There was no getting away.
Yeah, there in one of the highlights, it shows you hitting me, and you can just see me lazily just like floating up in the air, and I'm like, I'm stuck here.
Yeah.
I saw a sniper glint. I'm going to die. And then sure enough, you hear the headshot sound.
I accept my fate.
And I was like, well, okay. I'm just going to already start hitting that square button to respawn while I'm in the air.
That was another thing. I wasn't used to hitting square button. I've only played Trials the past month. So a lot of times I'd be sitting there like,
when's it going to respawn?
I was like, oh, I
got to hit the button. So one thing, also real quick, I'm sorry about the audio quality during this whole thing. If you couldn't tell, both of us were still, like, we're on the road essentially right now. I just have my normal blue snowball for recording here, but
yeah, the setup's
the setup is currently me in a hotel that I like pushed, or me in a chair that I pushed over here. He's in the office chair that was supplied into the room, and we're at 2 different levels trying to talk into a microphone that's like 2 or 3 feet away from us, because I don't have a back and forth mic setup, but whatever, it works.
We're doing the best with what we got.
Yeah, levels look fine. I'll fix it in post. It'll look bad. It'll sound bad, I'm pretty sure. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to this little special edition of a podcast. I don't think we're going to call this a PlanetDestiny podcast. This is just something that we did for fun.
Nah, yeah, pretty much.
All right, I'm Patrick Casey. If you want to talk to me, you can find me on Twitter at Holtzman_PD. You can find me streaming on Twitch on the PlanetDestiny channel, and you probably know my videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm KJ Hovey. You can find me on Twitter at KJ Hovey and Twitch KJ Hovey.
Yeah,
everything KJ Hovey.
Yeah, you recently just got that Twitch, that sub button, right?
Yeah, it's been a fun time.
Yeah,
Twitch is fun.
I love Twitch. I want to start doing it more.
I kind of hate what it made me become though, because now I'm like, YouTube's hard. Let's Twitch. I
mean, Twitch is really fun. It's interactive with the chat. You actually get to know your fans a little bit more. Like I know all the mods now in the chat. I know our regular viewers. And
and it's fun to know those people because it makes you feel,
it's a better community.
Yeah, exactly.
In a sense, the Twitch chat can generally be kind of little hectic and toxic sometimes, but
as long as people don't think you can read every single comment.
Yeah, it's like, how come he's not answering? Dude, he's like currently clutching a 1v3 trials right now. He's not. I'm sorry, you can't look over and see if your question on the rolls for that shotgun are good.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I feel the need to say sorry, but at the same time, it's like you should know better.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have to say sorry, but I do.
It's still fun. Yeah, like, I love Twitch. I'm gonna start doing it more.
Yeah, it's great, and the community in Destiny is so supportive.
The community really is just awesome.
I've only been streaming for maybe a month or so, and I've been rated by Blue Westlow, Robbie, Miss 5,000 Watts.
You've rated me before, actually.
Yeah. And Tefty's rated me.
Yeah.
Tefty, awesome guy.
Yeah, Tefty, top #1 streamer US.
Yep, best voice.
Oh, fuck you. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in.